Lady Rams Volleyball is powered by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking. Lady Rams Volleyball is also sponsored by Run Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto, Banterra Bank, Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, Raising a Hospital, Raising the Bar, Sarah Staley, your country financial agent, Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, and also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Heartland Accounting, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler, for Mount Vernon Lady Rams Volleyball. Lady Rams pregame show starts now.
And good evening. We welcome you into Changnon Gymnasium, where the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, prepare you for this Lady Rams pregame show as the Mount Vernon Lady Rams volleyball team, they match up in a cross-county battle against the Webber Lady Trojans. Chris Hugo alongside is Danny Czerwinski. Glad to have you with us as we begin our 2012-2013 high school sports coverage right here on WMIX. We have plenty of exciting things we hope to come this year, including the return of our streaming video live on mywithersradio.com. We also welcome you in on your radios on AM 940, and we are delighted to have you with us. As aforementioned, Danny Czerwinski joins me alongside DC. Expect to be another busy year for us here on WMIX Sports, and we are looking forward to it, especially this cross-county battle here tonight, volleyball action between Webber Township and Mount Vernon.
Now, big week for IHSA activities and sports and otherwise. Of course, last week golf began quickly. Baseball, volleyball, football, cross-country tennis, all kicking up here in the fall season. Of course, everybody with football tomorrow night. But first, volleyball tonight here at Changnon Gymnasium. As you said, the Eastern County rival in Webber Township comes across the way and plays Mount Vernon here in Changnon Gymnasium.
Of course, we are looking forward to bringing it to you tonight. Of course, Webber will be dressed in their away blues with white trim down the sides, while the Mount Vernon Lady Rams in their trusty whites. There we go, with black sleeves. Of course, we'll tell you more about it here on your Lady Rams pregame show. They are warming up in front of us. You're looking live upon Changnon Gym here from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler Center. We need to take our first break of the night. When we come back, we'll tell you more about Lady Rams volleyball here in 2012. This is Lady Rams Volleyball, driven by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Hi, I'm Bria Ashley with Community First Bank. One of our commitments as Jefferson County's community bank is to educate the senior citizens we serve on ways they can help protect and manage their finances against the risk of identity theft. That's why we're pleased to invite you to a free presentation on identity theft prevention for senior citizens next Tuesday, August 28th from 6:30 to 7:30 at the Roland Lewis Building. Data loss will also be in hand from 5 to 6:30 for complimentary shredding of personal documents. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
The tradition of fine vehicles and great service continues at Second Chance Auto. They've been providing quality cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs for families like yours for over 32 years. And many are priced under $10,000. Plus, most have a 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Bank rate financing available with instant approval. No gimmicks, no pressure, just honest deals on great vehicles from your friends and neighbors at Second Chance Auto. Living and contributing back to the community they serve. Located on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Or call 244-4582.
Just about everyone is trying to save money these days, especially when it comes to drugs and pharmaceutical products. Did you know the medicine shop can, and in many cases, offer better prices than the big discount stores?
People need to know that independent pharmacy, in almost every case, is able to offer the same or better pricing than the chains can offer.
Remember, your insurance price and copay is the same wherever you go. For cost savings and great service, try the medicine shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Red Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuition, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Red Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary-arts.
Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Changnon Gymnasium in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square. We're glad to have you with us. Mount Vernon Lady Rams volleyball tonight here against the Webber Lady Trojans. Your Lady Rams pregame rolls on. We'll have your Central Christian Church starting lineup coming up in just a moment as the Lady Rams and Lady Trojans prepare for battle here tonight. They warm up in front of us. Of course, they get extensive time to warm up with multiple sets on both sides of the floor. And it's always interesting to see how teams warm up here in volleyball because they get plenty of time to do it.
Volleyball, probably with a clock, has some of the longest warm-up times you will see. I mean, it is amazing to me what they do. They start out working on passing, they work on digging, they work on serving, they work on setting, and eventually about the time we get to it, they ought to be completely warmed up, ready to go. Both teams in warm-up mode right now on both ends of the floor. Webber Township has the floor now for their warm-up, and then they'll flop, and Mount Vernon will have the floor for their warm-up as Webber comes to the side and works on their digs. So very interesting if you've never been to a volleyball match at any level, just what goes on to warm up before a match of this type.
Well, if you haven't been here before and you're coming in tonight or watching tonight, Angie Carroll returns for her second year of coaching here at Mount Vernon, and it's good to see her not only return, she's an alum of this high school. Thought that the Lady Rams made some significant strides a year ago, Danny, coming into this year with a little bit more experience. It'll be interesting to see what the Lady Rams can take away with some success.
I believe the win last year, 11-17, a win in the regional against Centralia. That, of course, was at Heron, and then losing in that semifinal round. This year, a lot more expectation. You know, of course, it's hard to build a program up, but it's hard to keep it up there. And what Mount Vernon and Angie Carroll wants to do is get this program to winning and get this thing going. Now, what will be interesting to see, Chris, is the evolution of the IHSA. The ever-changing has bumped some different teams into Class 3A. It will be interesting to see if Mount Vernon decides to keep some teams on their schedule, knowing they're going to have to play the likes of the Southern Illinois River to River Ohio Division in order to get out of a regional, because the way the sites were set up yesterday when the IHSA released those, it's not going to be a South 7 conference tournament anymore in postseason, probably for any sport. There's going to be a major shakeup come October, November for regional. That
brings us into our next topic. Of course, before we get to that and talk about some of the changes that have been made in some of the schools you could very well see in the 3A postseason with the Mount Vernon Lady Rams, we need to take a quick break. This is Lady Rams Volleyball presented by Community First Bank.
Have you ever been traveling out of town and realized you needed cash? Using another bank's ATM can cost you a few extra dollars in fees to get the cash you need. Well, not anymore. People's National Bank introduces MoneyPass. MoneyPass allows you to use over 23,000 additional ATMs in the United States without any fees. Stop by People's National Bank. Visit peoplesnationalbank.com or moneypass.com to find out more information. People's National Bank, providing our customers the highest quality products and services since 1909. Member FDIC. Equal housing
lender. The 2012 model year in clearance event is in full swing. Hi, Mike Russell, General Manager, Smith, Port of Salem. If a deal is what you've been waiting for, now is the time. On select models, choose from 0% financing or rebates up to $6,000. Trade your current vehicle in and receive up to $1,000 additional rebate on many models. Are you a Farm Bureau member? Great. Receive an additional $500 on most models. You can see the time to save is now. Come see us at Schmidt, Port of Salem, 1815 West Main, Salem, Illinois, or give us a call at 618-548-1711.
Hi, I'm Elaine. I've been a nurse with Good Samaritan for many, many years. One of the best things about my job is knowing that I work for a hospital that cares so much about the community. We're dedicated to attracting the best physicians and investing in the most advanced medical technologies, whether it's radiology, oncology, or advanced heart care. We provide some of the nation's most advanced treatment options right here in Southern Illinois. That way patients never have to travel far from their families to receive the care they need. I'm always happy when families come visit. And starting in 2013, that sort of thing will happen even more. That's when Good Samaritan opens our all-new regional health center. Everything about the new center has been designed with patients in mind. It features all private rooms and family-friendly areas that make it easier for visitors to stay overnight. I can't wait to see what Good Samaritan does with this exciting new facility.
Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX, powered by Community First Bank.
And we're glad to have you with us, WMIX, MyWithersRadio.com, back in Changnon Gym. Chris, Hugo, and Danny Czerwinski alongside Lady Rams Volleyball, opening up the 2012 campaign against the Webber Trojans. Of course, don't forget, you can stay up to date all season long on the Twitterverse at WMIX Sports. You can also stay up to date on Facebook. And we'll also inform you of some other ways you can stay up to date throughout the season as things progress. And, of course, we will archive every game we possibly can on mywithersradio.com, so you will want to check that out throughout the year. You can also revisit last season online at mywithersradio.com. Lady Rams pregame rolls on. Again, we'll have the Central Christian Church starting lineups coming up shortly. Discover the excitement at Central Christian Church in Mount Vernon, where they offer exciting worship experiences packed with energy and relevant teaching for children and youth. Log on to thenewcentral.com for service times and more information. Denny had a great point, I thought, before we went to the break about the new look to the 3A postseason. IHSA, of course, made some changes over the summer, and you could be seeing some teams from the River to River, Ohio in postseason matchups, especially when you take a look at teams like the Benton Rangerettes that has been very successful in Class 2A and in Class A before the four-class split. But not only that, you might see a West Frankfort Lady Redbird. In a sectional, that could be a Massac County Lady Patriots bunch, or even Heron Tigers, who we saw last year after they got bumped to 3A. So we will see some changes in volleyball, not only in Class 3A, but the road in 2A for some may have gotten a little bit easier.
It seemed to me, like you said, that 2A has gotten a little bit easier. Obviously, you're still going to have to battle through some teams to get to state. I mean, it doesn't matter if there's 4 classes, 2 classes, 10 classes. You're still going to have to go through some good teams to get and win what you want to do. And I think what you're seeing with these 6 teams from the Ohio Division bumping up and bumping into Class 3A, Mount Vernon, Centralia, Marion, Carbondale, Heron did it last year. You're going to see a different kind of setup. And I think we saw that last year with baseball and softball, especially baseball. Mount Vernon got sent to Waterloo. Here's the 3 regionals that we pretty well believe Mount Vernon's going to be in. It's going to be either Mater Dei, Centralia, or Harrisburg. One side's to be determined. We think it's going to be Centralia. Don't quote us on that. That's just what our opinions are. And once you have a regional in Harrisburg, you're going to have to bring in Harrisburg, Heron, Massac, Murphy, maybe a West Frankfort down to there. Benton's got nowhere to go. Benton would have to come up this direction to go with a Mount Vernon. Maybe Frankfort comes up with us to Centralia. Who knows? But it's looking more and more like the South 7 teams are going to be split up, and you're going to have some River to River Ohio teams going in this deal here in postseason. Pairings are definitely going to be a lot more interesting than they were 1 year ago. We'll see what happens, of course, as we'll start to find out. Not regional sites. Some of those have already been released, but we'll find out pairings, of course, later on in the season and just whom will be sent where. Of course, we'll find out the side assignments a handful of weeks before we find out those postseason seedings and pairings. We're going to see what they're going to do here. I'd have to assume that we will have a national anthem here before this matchup between the Mount Vernon Lady Rams and the Webber Trojans. It is high school volleyball. It gets started in the King City here tonight. We'll have your Central Christian Church starting lineups up ahead. We'll also try to sneak in a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update. We'll have some Major League Baseball scores to pass along in that one as well, as the Cardinals got a big win today. You heard it on 94.1 FM WMIX. We'll talk about that when we come back. We'll pause to honor America here from Changnon Gymnasium. This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
The countdown to high school sports has begun, and the Saturday Sports Show is where you can stay up to date in the world of local sports. In fact, it's the only sports show to be recognized by the Illinois Broadcasters Association as a top feature radio program. Tune in every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, only on AM 940 and mywithersradio.com. The WMIX Saturday Sports Show, presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Do you feel like there just isn't enough time to get everything done? Back to school errands taking up all of your spare time? Hi, this is Monica Wilt with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon, and I can help. Sign up for online banking at peoplesnationalbank.com and save time by paying all of your bills on the web. Just set up a vendor, enter the amount, and you're done. Online banking from People's National Bank. Let us help you take back your spare time.
People's National Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Whether it's 3G Wi-Fi, in-dash navigation, a power sliding rear window, or one of over a dozen other cool available features, the 2012 Dodge Ram 1500 is full of innovations that you may have lived without, but will soon wonder why. Hi, Roy Schmidt Dodge dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. And for those who might not be tech-savvy, the Ram 1500 also boasts in-floor storage bins and available 2-tier center console and the available Ram Box cargo management system. Wow, there's something something for everyone in the 2012 Dodge Ram, and now you can get $1,500 rebate plus 0% financing for 84 months. Stop by King City Crisis Center at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon and see one of our sales associates about driving away in a new Ram or any new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. Plus, see our inventory on KingCityChrysler.com and find us on Facebook.
Back to Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
There's definite atmosphere here tonight. Changnon Gymnasium. Welcome back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square of Mount Vernon. Glad to have you with us. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside as we get to know the Central Christian Church starting lineups.
For the Webber Township Lady Trojans, coached by Eric Reed, they come into the match with a record of 0-1. Your starters tonight, Rebecca Clark, Sarah Gagne, Courtney Gervin, Erica Marlowe, Heather Riley, and Lexi Scott. For the Mount Vernon Lady Rams, who open up their season night with this match against Webber Township, their starters will be Alexa Stewart, Molly Kester, Aaliyah Palmer, Kelby Kuyava, Hannah Owens, Kirsten McGowan, and Taylor McGowan for Angie Carroll's Mount Vernon Lady Rams.
So some returning talent, definitely. Those lineups presented by Central Christian Church. Incredible things are happening at Central. Look no further than thenewcentral.com, where you can watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. It is thenewcentral.com, Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Glad to have you with us, of course, here from Changnon Gymnasium. Video returns to mywithersradio.com tonight. We hope you're enjoying that. Also on your radios at AM 940 WMIX Mount Vernon. Past the bottom of the hour, of course, we took care of identifying ourselves. Again, with Danny Czerwinski, I'm Chris Hugo. Avery Barton is high above the Raptors, bringing you the video. Jesse Clark is back at our Mount Vernon studios. Home game tonight, a home opener for the Lady Rams, opens their season. Back here tomorrow night in the King City as the Mount Vernon Rams football team opens up their season against the defending 4A state champion, Rochester Rockets. We'll bring you that one here on AM 940. Video as well on mywithersradio.com. And, of course, we are doing our best to archive every broadcast, be it audio or video, on mywithersradio.com. So you'll want to check that out on the WMIX website. It's our sports tab. And our sports coverage on the web is going to continue to improve throughout the year. So we look forward to all of that throughout this season. We also look forward to bringing you Mount Vernon Rams athletics, courtesy of Community First Bank. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dix, Ina, Woodlawn, and, of course, Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. Our new official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams is Community First Bank. Glad to have them along for the ride as we take you from Lady Rams Volleyball all the way down to the final ounce of Rams Baseball and Lady Rams Softball. Serving for the Trojans, it will be Erica Marlowe to get us started. Lady Trojans will go left to right. The Lady Rams will go right to left here in set number one. We'll play best of three. The first serve over the net down Central. There's your libero in the back to get it up front to Palmer. Now to Kuyava to get it over. Back row, there it is to Webber Township. Let's see who brings it over. It's going to be Gagne to the libero, Stewart. Up ahead, Palmer. Back down Central to Stewart. Able to get it across. Now looking into the back row, it's going to be number 9, Marlowe again. Knocked up front by Gagne. Punched across McGowan. Let's see what Webber does. They don't have a return. It's going to be knocked off with the fist of number 5, Rebecca Clark, out of bounds. Point, Lady Rams.
Good start. It's going to be shaking some of the nervousness off here tonight in the first game. In front of a live crowd, that also affects players.
Let's say that again as Kester's first serve just misses wide to the right, out of bounds. So we'll be tied up at 1 here. Mount Vernon and Webber Township, set number 1 of high school volleyball action here on WMIX and mywithersradio.com. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show each and every week on WMIX AM and mywithersradio.com. We get started after the 8 o'clock news. Here comes the first serve from Webber. It'll be right down Central. Stewart's able to knock it across on the dive. The return from Gagne back to Stewart, far side. Now over to Palmer. She'll drop it off, and it's going to come right across from Kuyava. Webber Township looking to set something back up front. Gagne is going to poke it back into the back row. No return for the Lady Rams. They now trail 2-1 here in the first set.
Kind of sloppy right now, but that's to be expected with first night out. Last year, Mount Vernon won this opening game in 2 sets.
See how it happens this year. The Webber serve is going to be in the back corner. Stewart can't come up, but there's a little bit of miscommunication here on the near side. It'll be 3-1 Webber Township. Some quick Major League Baseball scores, as we told you about earlier. Cardinals got a big win today over the Astros, winning that series 13-5. Colorado handled the Mets 1-0, and Detroit beat Toronto in AL action in 11 innings. We'll tell you more about Tony Wilt after this one. 3-1, of course. We'll have some golf stuff coming up as well. Didn't have a lot of time to get it in there, but we'll talk about it. It's now 3-2. Lady Rams back within one. The serving will be Alexis Stewart, the libero. We'll see what she's able to come with here. Her serve's going to come right down central into the back row. There's Webber with the pickup. Up front, somebody's got to bring it across, and that's going to be knocked underneath the net. So we'll be tied up at 3, and let's hear some golf.
Golf score today, Mount Vernon boys beat Salem 160-182. Your match medalist was Matthew Williams, a 1/37 on the back 9.
Not bad. Again, we'll tell you about Tony as soon as we can. We're tied at 3. The serve comes across the net in the left corner. There it is for the Trojans. Scott knocks it across. Lady Rams are able to dig it out back. Here it comes to the near side. Owens will swing it across into the back row. It's going to be left for Gagne up front. Owens will have a play at the net because Webber can't get it across. And the Lady Rams resume a 4-3 lead. Tony Wilt invites you to come in and join the State Farm team. He is located at the corner of 42nd and South Watertown, Mount Vernon, or online at TonyWilt.com. Walk in, call in, or click in like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. And just like that, Lady Rams will quickly pick up another point. Great service points here coming from the libero, Alexis Stewart, getting her team back up to a 5-3 margin.
A lot of it is Webber Township error right now.
In the back row, I believe that to be Scott. Up front, it'll be Gervin to bring it across, sent it long and right. It'll be 6-3. Lady Rams now doubling up Webber here in the first set.
Yep, 6-3. Mount Vernon, of course, was down 1-3. It's a 5-0 run for the Lady Rams here in this opening set.
Here it comes. There's the whistle, signified it's okay to serve. Down central it goes. Webber, it's Gervin over there on the far side. Sends it home right in front of the basketball free throw line, and the Lady Rams give up a point, lose the serve at 6-4. Lady Rams on top. And, of course, player of the game this year, presented by Rend Lake College. We'll have that for you in the postgame. And at Rend Lake College, you get a quality education and save thousands. Log on to rlc.edu to see which of the more than 40-degree certificate programs is right for you.
Foot fault.
There you go, and that'll be a point. Lady Rams, they take a 7-4 lead and get the serve back. It'll be Cuyava.
U.S. Open tennis lingo in since it starts next week.
You betcha. Here comes a serve. Great jump serve there by Kelby Cuyava. She picks up a point for Lady Rams, doubling up again. It's now 8-4 here, set 1.
One of those things from last year, Chris, you mentioned the serving percentage being up here. That's something Mount Vernon definitely needed to work on coming in. It's good to see that has been improved, at least early on. In this first game, as I said, that one goes out of bounds.
Just long here near us in the corner. 8-5, 5-8 now, Webber Township. Down 3, but taking over the service will be Sarah Gagne, the 5'11 senior. So a little bit of height here on the serve. We'll see which serving she decides to go with. It will not be the jump serve. It'll be right down central, however, and long. Stewart wisely lets it go by. Your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs, Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. They are your official voice of the Rams. 9-5 serve. Gagne will give it a dive. She sends it back to Clark. Clark over there on the far side. Won't get much help, and it'll be 10-5. The old dime to nickel here.
Well, it's like I said, Mount Vernon's not getting a lot of kills because Webber is able to defend it, and then it's error. Unforced errors right now for Webber Township are really high in his first set.
Serve from Owens comes from the far corner. Gervin's going to try to give it a run out of bounds. Can't save. It'll be 11-5. Lady Rams now up 6. Tomorrow is the day that anything can happen. Are you ready? When you meet with Sarah Staley at Country Financial in Mount Vernon, you get a one-on-one relationship and a plan to meet your goals. Country Financial, what's your idea of financial security? A secure serve into the back side here. Looked like that one was outside the antenna across from Gervin. Lady Rams will pick up another point. It's now 12-5.
Didn't know where you were going with that one. When you begin that line, that one thing there, I was like, tomorrow's a day. What's going on tomorrow? Where do I need to be?
But you know what?
Nice.
It worked because it
caught my attention.
13-5 is your score. That's going to be off Gervin here in front of us. Glad to have you with us on MyWithersRadio.com watching high-quality streaming video. We're in the first set from Changnon Gym. Lady Rams Volleyball on top of Webber Township by a score of 13-5. Serving will be the 6-footer Hannah Owens. The sophomore, jump serve. Here it comes across. It's into the net just a little low. Wrist angle probably not where she wanted it. And so it'll be, it's just 13-5. That makes it 13-6. So the difference is 7 here as Gervin will take over the serve for Webber. And that's going to be right in the net. And you call that, I believe, you have a term for that. What you can do worse or something.
What you can do worse, we can do worse better.
Exactly what happened is they trade net serves. 14-6, Lady Rams back up 8 here in set number 1. Serve is on the way near the back. A little bit of teamwork there over on the far side. It's going to cost Webber. Out of bounds left. 15-5, Lady Rams. How about Community First Bank of the Heartland, your official voice of the Rams? With 5 locations in Mount Vernon, Dix, Ina, and Woodlawn, Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the Rams. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. In the back row we go. It'll come near side, swung over, of course, by Marlowe. Palmer looking for it down central, shoves it across. Here comes Webber on a return. Marlowe far side. Here it comes from Webber. Just off of the fist, some trouble for Hathaway. And it'll be 16-6 Lady Rams.
Almost maybe a time for a timeout by Webber Township. A little momentum over there on the orange and black.
If it comes, I've got that covered too. 16-6 into the back row here on the near court. Webber Township trying to get over. Great block there up front by Aaliyah Palmer. Hathaway couldn't return. It's going to be 17-6, now up 11.
Palmer playing very well in her 10th year of eligibility. We kid with that because there's several girls out here that seem like they've been playing high school athletics in Jefferson County for 100 years.
Seems that way. Up front, it's going to be Scott. Looking over the far side, Hathaway just gets it across. A little bit of a floater past the front row. It dips in. 17-7. So Webber back within 10. Going to try to make it single digits.
Almost looked like a beach volleyball kind of hit where they did that one. Webber Township got that one in.
Let's see what we have here. Serving, I believe that to be Lexi Scott. No jump serve. It's off of the ground. Stewart waits for it. No, it's going to be Owens. Up front, Palmer. Near side, here comes Kester. Gets it across. Great spike. Hathaway on the last chance. Gets it over in the far corner. There's going to be Quiava. Leaves it on the far side, Palmer. Looks for McGowan. There she is. Brings it across. Webber looking to set up here on the near side. It's going to be Marlowe to bring it across. Owens up front at the center circle. It's going to be Palmer looking for an assist. Won't get it. Maybe. McGowan able to bring it across. Webber sends it back wide right. We'll have scoreboard updates all season long from Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. Tony invites you to come in, join the State Farm team. On the corner of 42nd South Watertown, Mount Vernon. Online at TonyWilt.com. Walk in, call in, or click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Palmer gets a serve now on the jump. Here it comes to Scott near side. Up front to Marlowe looking for Hathaway. No, she will settle for Shadowins, who sends it across. Looked like it was long, and it's going to be 19-7 Lady Rams. I can't mess up the Tony Wilt thing anymore.
Why is that?
The address and the corner and all that are written down for me.
Oh, okay. I wondered if you make some changes this year.
19-7 on the serve. It'll be sent long to left. It'll be off of Webber. Point Lady Rams makes it 20-7.
Mount Vernon has 3 aces of their 20 points in this first set. Good start by Mount Vernon. Something, obviously, the size that Mount Vernon is as far as enrollment compared to Webber Township, they need to be doing.
Coming to you live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway, Mount Vernon. FordSquare.com, and find them on Facebook. 20 serving 7. Palmer will send to the far side. Shadowins gets it across. It'll drop wide left. Between us, point A to point B, from us to Coach Carroll, it'll be 21-7. We're here in the first set, and we are glad to have you with us. WMIX, MyWeathersRadio.com. This one moving briskly. Set number 1, 21-7. Palmer on the jump serve. Sends it left side. There's Shadowins to pick it up. Over on the near side, Scott. Sends it towards the center. There's Hathaway to punch it across. Punches it long. 22-7. I feel led to tell you that with 5 Jefferson County branches, a responsive quality service for all of your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. There's that. And here's this, 22-7. The serve long for Palmer. Make it 22-8. Surprised we haven't had a timeout yet.
Don't look like there's going to be one. Looks like it's going to roll. Look at this.
Look at this guy, Coach Shaner. I might be blocking him in. I parked right behind him out back.
He might be. He's got nowhere to go.
Serve from Marlowe. Lady Rams will have a recover. It'll be from Palmer, pushed across. Marlowe in the back row. It'll be Shadowins up front. Hathaway looking for something out of it. Hits the top of the scoreboard.
Yep, the overhanging scoreboard is considered out of bounds.
23-8. How about Ren Lake College? They'll bring you the player of the game. Ren Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Log on to rlc.edu to see how you can save thousands. Is that an ace?
That'd be ace.
Didn't last long.
Be an ace. That's the 5th one for Mount Vernon today, and we're at set point.
Set point, ladies and gentlemen, and it'll be serving Molly Kester. I don't have the ages. I was thinking she was a junior by now or senior. She's getting up there. She feels like she's been around a while. Set point, here it comes. It's going to be on the left side. Webber looking to formulate a plan here. Marlowe pushes it over, but there's Kester. Up front to Palmer, drops off far side. Quiava looking for the kill. No, it'll be long. It's 24-9. I think I'm getting everything here.
You better get going because it may not last long enough.
Be all right, I got it. Hopefully. Serve from Hathaway down central. Back row, and that's going to be long. And there's your first set. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dix, Ina, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. We'll take a break, come back with set 2, 25-9, your final in set 1. This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Dr. Beth Conradi to their medical staff. Dr. Conradi specializes in comprehensive pain management using a multidisciplinary team approach by working with other specialists for optimal diagnosis and treatment of pain. Dr. Conradi will treat most conditions of the spine, including management of cancer pain. Dr. Beth Conradi, helping to make life better day after day at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois in Mount Vernon. Call 618-242-3778.
The tradition of fine vehicles and great service continues at Second Chance Auto. They've been providing quality cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs for families like yours for over 32 years. And many are priced under $10,000, plus most have a 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Bank rate financing available with instant approval. No gimmicks, no pressure, just honest deals on great vehicles from your friends and neighbors at Second Chance Auto, living and contributing back to the community they serve. Located on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon, or call 244-4582.
It's back, and better than ever. Red Lake College Golf Outlet Super Demo Day on Saturday, August 25th. Major manufacturers' representatives will be on hand to answer any questions about your favorite equipment, plus free balls and fittings. You can test the latest and greatest golf equipment in the industry from Callaway, Mizuno, Cobra, Bridgestone, Adams, and more. Enjoy free hot dogs and soft drinks at Super Demo Day, only Saturday, August 25th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Red Lake College Golf Outlet off of Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon.
Hi, I'm Bria Ashley with Community First Bank. One of our commitments as Jefferson County's community bank is to educate the senior citizens we serve on ways they can help protect and manage their finances against the risk of identity theft. That's why we're pleased to invite you to a free presentation on identity theft prevention for senior citizens next Tuesday, August 28th from 6:30 to 7:30 at the Roland Lewis Building. Data loss will also be in hand from 5 to 6:30 for complimentary shredding of personal documents. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. We'll look at your next rad weather. Mainly clear tonight, although 60 to 64. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, a hot afternoon, high 94. And tomorrow night will be clear, low 62 to 66. The outlook for Saturday, partly sunny, hot, more humid, high 92. And on Sunday, times of clouds and sunshine, hot and sticky with a high temperature of 91. Slight chance of a thunder shower late Sunday or Sunday night. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler on WMIX.
And back to Changnon Gym we are in the aforementioned WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. It's Lady Rams Volleyball, presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. With 5 locations in Dix, Ina, Woodlawn, and of course Mount Vernon, 2 of them here actually. Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member of Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Glad to have Community First Bank along for the ride and thankful for all that they do for our community. As we are prepared to get set for set number 2, Lady Rams win the first set 25-9. I said 29-5, I think, earlier. It's been one of those days, but the epic finish to what seems to be the final few days leading up to high school sports season are well worth it. We are glad to be here. You can stay up to date on Twitter. Follow us, WMIX Sports. Don't forget Facebook, WMIX Sports. And we have a YouTube channel as well. You can find out more about that on mywithersradio.com, the WMIX website, the sports hub there. And maybe we'll just have to move that somewhere else over the course of this season, see how we can make our sports coverage better. I'm always up for a challenge. Lady Rams and Webber will switch sides here. It'll be Palmer with the serve going left to right. Webber is ready in their away blues. Lady Rams are in their whites. Here it comes down the middle, off a Gervin, out of bounds. Lady Rams take an early 1-0 lead.
Well, if Mount Vernon plays it right, and doesn't get very lackadaisical, this could be over quickly in this second set.
Might still be some brief daylight. We'll see what happens. Palmer will serve again. Has 1 service point here in this set. It's going to be off of Marlowe. Good save there by Gagne, but I don't think she could have done that any better as it rested between the net. 2-0 Lady Rams on top. Red Lake College, get a quality education, save thousands. Log on to rlc.edu to see which educational program is right for you. Red Lake College will bring you the player of the game coming up in the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame. Marlowe brings it across for Webber in the back row. Stewart dropped off far side. Here comes Kester. It touched the net. And it was able to come back across with a good return by Webber. Overstreet with the return. It's going to be picked up down central. Here comes Marlowe, far side return. Dug out by Overstreet. Sent it to the near side. There's Palmer. Kester will bring it over. Picked up by Scott, back row for Webber. They're going to try to make something happen. It'll be Marlowe. Right there, however, is Palmer. And Cuiava sets it where there's nobody. Like a ticking time bomb, It explodes.
Quick hitter. She was eyeballing, looking one way, eyeballing another. And boy, what a smart play by Cuiava to put Mount Vernon up 3-0 already.
When we get a chance again, we'll remind you of the golf scores. Tony Wilt invites you to come in and join the State Farm team. Walk in, call in, or click in. TonyWilt.com. He's located at the corner of 42nd South Water Tower. Just like that, easy points for Lady Rams. Webber can't muster a return. Out of bounds in the far corner near the locker room. It'll be 4-0 Mount Vernon on top. Let's go golf if we have time.
Golf. Mount Vernon boys win today over Salem out at Green Hills, 160-182. Matthew Williams is your medalist of the match with a 1/37 on the back nine. Two birdies in his last 2 holes.
Nice serve from Palmer. Looks to be good. It's going to be off the net. Almost a save. Lady Rams will get their 3 hits, though. Had a little bit of trouble up front at the net. Tried to rescue it and can't. Taking over the serve, 1 serving 4. Webber Township down 3 here in set number 2. Lady Rams win the first, 25-9. There we go. We're getting them in somehow. I'm at timeout.
You are.
Though. That's disappointing.
I'm just along for the ride, listening to him.
1 serving 4. On the near side, there's Kester. Sent it down central. Let's see what happens on the Webber return. Just barely gets it off. Great play there by Palmer. On the near side, Cuiava brings it over. There for Webber was Riley, and now up front the net, there's some mojo. It's going to be a point for the Lady Rams. Kester will take over the serve, 5-1. Here comes Owens for Overstreet.
Pretty good play by McGowan to get up there on the net, not let that ball have a chance to get back over. Just stuffed it right down. Serve back to Mount Vernon.
Molly with the serve here, up 5-1. Set number 2. Lady Rams looking to win it in 2. Off of the net, picked up. It'll be Scott on the back. Here it comes. It'll be stuffed at the net, however. Giving it a try was Gagne, and Lady Rams were just too much with the Twin Towers up front, 6-1.
Kelby Cuiava said, no, ain't not happening on my time. Stuff that one back across the net, 6-1 Mount Vernon.
Here comes another Kester serve, up 6-1 as Danny said. Here it comes down central. Scott's some trouble. Momentum carries her back, and it takes the ball out of bounds, 7-1. Lady Rams on top. Familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray and Bria, Community First Bank's 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. And welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. They are your official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. We'll have Rams football tomorrow night. 6:40 is your pregame. Same web location, same radio dial. Same people. Funny how that works.
Wow. Funny how that works.
7-71 for Kester. Down central, there is Riley up front. Some trouble with it for Webber. They're able to push it back from the middle row. Here it comes. Palmer drops off far side. Spike from Owens. It's going to be blocked back. Nobody in the back row to get it. Great chase there by Stewart. It's going to be 7-2 as Webber takes over the serve, down 5.
Pretty good defensive move by Webber Township. Obviously, when Hannah Owens is flirting along that front row there, she's going to get most of the passes and for the kill, and you can see Webber shift their defense and make that block.
Here comes the serve from Webber. That is Riley. Looking to make something happen, and that's the old husband and wife up front there. Nobody wanted it. 8-2 now. Lady Rams take back the serve, and here comes McGowan for McGowan.
Nobody wanted the husband or the wife. Ball dropped down. 8-2. Mount Vernon continues to dominate here.
Here comes Alexis Stewart with the serve. Libero pushes it back row. Webber's going to have to bring a deep one across. There was Riley. Back row for Stewart. Now Palmer sets up McGowan, and it'll be brought back by Webber, put back by McGowan. And we have a violation, a lift possibly from Webber. I didn't see it under the net. There you go. I'm learning the sign language all over. 9-2.
Yeah, I was trying to lift.
I was looking at the
We'll work on that later. I was trying to do net.
I watched. Never mind. Here comes the serve from Stewart. 9-2 your score. Lady Rams on top. Some trouble with it. Shadowins. And now into the net from Gervin. It'll be 10-2. Lady Rams on top, up 8. Your community, your choice, your bank. 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC, the official voice of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase and Rams Athletics. Pretty daring and dastardly duo. 10-2 your score. Set 2. Lady Rams won the first 25-9. Webber a far side return. Will be just inside the far corner. Do they pick it up? They do. 10-3. And back within a touchdown are the Trojans.
See if Webber can get anything going. Lost earlier this week in their first match out of the gate against CORL. See if they can get something going here positive-wise. That ball goes wide right.
Wide to the right indeed. Make it 11-3, Lady Rams. Let's see. What you don't know or understand about your existing policies can end up hurting you and your family. With the right help from Country Financial, almost any family can achieve financial security. Develop a plan that meets your goals with your Country Financial representative of Mount Vernon, Sarah Staley. A Lady Rams serve will be sent back, but it'll be out of bounds here on the wide in front of us. Wide left for Webber. That lead increases to 9 for the Lady Rams. It's now 12-3 here, set 2. Jump serve coming. There's Cuiava, and no return for Webber Township right off the fists of a diving back row. And, Danny, it's something I like that I've noticed more and more of this year from Lady Rams, the jump serve.
Jump serve, a little bit harder to return, dig and return. Mount Vernon will need this when they play competition with the same enrollment size as themselves.
And here it comes, and that'll be an ace. Cuiava. The nice touch there off of the jump serve. 14-3, the Lady Rams are up 11, and we'll have a ball return from yonder.
Well, the Lady Rams serving very well here early. That was a struggle last year at times for Mount Vernon. It's nice to see Lady Rams obviously of working on that over the summer.
It's very
streaky.
In the practice. Yes. Very streaky a year ago on the serves. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Into the net that goes. Point Webber Township. It's a 10-point game, 14-4.
I guess you can't talk about it.
It's kind of like a no-no, I guess. Let's see what we got. Not that. All right. 4 serving 14 here for Webber. Gagne will bring it across. There's Kester, rather. Front row from Stewart. It's going to be Palmer to bring it across. Shadowins looks it back to Gagne. Up front, it's going to be Scott. Into the back row for Kester. Up front, Palmer. Far side now, looking for Owens. Gets it across just over the net.
Make it 15-4. It looked like she kind of got tangled up, like something. You know, it looked to me like she got her foot caught on something, maybe on the floor, new floor. You know, start of the year, the floor's a little slick, but luckily she didn't turn an ankle there.
As that'll be sent leftward from where we sit by Hannah Owens.
Somebody opened a window.
I felt the breeze. Got a little bit.
Ball
went from 100 to 92 in here. 15-4 your score. It's a 4-15 serve for Webber. From the back Hathaway, it's going to be pushed across by Palmer. Now on the right side we go. Marlowe up to McGowan. Looking for the return from Webber Township here on the near side. There's going to be a putback. It'll be long. Long and wide. Make it 16-4. Lady Rams on top. Let's see. The 5 Jefferson County branches in response to quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking, member FDIC. Into the back row it goes for Webber. There's Gagne looking for Hathaway, far corner. Now back to Gagne. Great stop there by McGowan. Good dig there by Ms. Palmer. Kester got it across. That was a great block of the net, I thought, there by Palmer. Knocked it off of a blue uni. 17-6 Lady Rams. Wait. Whew. Make that 16-6. The point was to Webber. Whoopsie. Here comes a serve. Good dig by Overstreet up front. It'll be Palmer. Sends it to the far side and into the net for the Lady Rams. Make it 16-7. Have we not had? I'm surprised we haven't had a timeout tonight. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon. KingCityChrysler.com. Find them on Facebook. Check out the Hertz rental car location they've opened up in there at King City Chrysler. Redo. It would appear.
Kickball on the playground. Redo.
There we go. Palmer on the jump serve. Almost got the ace there, but that's a great recovery by Gagne. Up front, it'll come into the net from Webber. Somebody I don't have on my roster.
Serving points high for Mount Vernon. That is translating into an easy victory here tonight.
Thus far, they won the first set 25-9, up 17-6 here. Serve from Palmer. She went on a rally earlier. Shadowins pushes it back. Gagne will send it wide right. It's going to be 18-6 Lady Rams on top. That scoreboard update a moment ago, presented by Tony Will. Tony invites you to come in and join the State Farm team. He's on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. Online at TonyWilt.com. Walk in, call in, click in like your good neighbor. State Farm is there. Palmer will continue to see if she can keep the momentum going. Up 18-6. Here in set number 2, looking for the clean sweep. Here it comes from Palmer. Looks like it's going to be long. It is. Make it 18-7.
Little fur, as they say. Out of bounds. Hits on the stage into the floor out of bounds. Lots of programs and things being used for fans here in a very hot Changnon gym.
Can't fathom what tomorrow's going to be like. As this going to be pushed back out of bounds. It's a good serve to the right. Lady Rams just couldn't seem to corral. Back within 10, Webber, 18-8 here. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We're also on Facebook. You can find all of it at our sports tab on the WMIX website, located at mywithersradio.com. Serves in the back row, Stewart. Overstreet calls for it. Good communication out there. McGowan pushed it across. That was Taylor. Looking across. Good block at the net by McGowan. Off the return by Gagne. Got it back. Pushed it across again. Webber looked to be over the line, or as a point. It's going to be 19-8.
19-8. Mount Vernon, of course, Taylor McGowan.
Great play up front.
3 kills and 2 blocks unofficially on my stats so far.
Speaking of stats, we'll have the Heartland Accounting postgame stats in the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame. It's going to be sent to the back row. Not a return from Webber. It'll go underneath the net. Got to get it over.
Serving's been wonderful. I don't think you can ask for any better, not tonight or any time this fall.
It's been pretty solid. 20-8 your score. It's up 12. Good dig out there up back, but it'll be pushed to the net on the near side. 21-8. Lady Rams are up 13. We'll have a Ren Lake College player of the game in the post game. Ren Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Log on to rlc.edu to see which of the more than 100 degree or certificate programs is right for you. We brag on serving, and it goes in the net.
It's happened multiple times already in this match.
Could continue to happen. We'll just have to see what happens. Something like that. 9 serving 21 here from Webber. It'll get across. Almost a good save there in the back by Owens as she dove. Not ready was Palmer. And that lead shrinks to 11. It's 10 serving 21 now for Webber. Looking to see if they can make a quick rally. Here it comes, straight across to the left side. It'll be Hannah Owens, looks to the near side. It'll come to Cuiava from Palmer, sneaks it in there in the back row. Threads the needle, and it's 22-10. 5 locations at Mount Vernon, Dix, Ina, and Woodlawn. Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Remember FDIC. In the back row, good job there by Marlowe. Looking to try to muster a return, can't. It'll be 23-10.
Not much going for Webber Township tonight.
Scoreboard updates, don't forget, all season long will be presented by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. We hope to have quite the bevy of score updates tomorrow night when football gets underway. Serve will come from Stewart. Looking for the return out of Gagne. It comes Stewart. Nice pass up front. Palmer. She's going to leave it for Kirsten McGowan. It'll drop where there's nobody. Got some initial contact up at the net from Gagne. Nobody there to bail it out. And we have reached match point. This is for the win, as they say. Here it comes. Off is Stewart. There's Scott to pick it up in the back. Webber some trouble on the far side. Out of their hits. Lady Rams will have to return as they got it over. McGowan up front pushes it across. It'll be off of Hathaway. And the Lady Rams pick up the sweep here tonight in 2 sets. 25-9, 25-10. We'll tell you all about it in the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show coming up after this. This is Lady Rams Volleyball presented by Community First Bank.
The countdown to high school sports has begun, and the Saturday Sports Show is where you can stay up to date in the world of local sport. In fact, it's the only sports show to be recognized by the Illinois Broadcasters Association as a top feature radio program. Tune in every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, only on AM 940 and mywithersradio.com. The WMIX Saturday Sports Show, presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. With a look at your next rad weather, mainly clear tonight, although 60 to 64. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, a hot afternoon, high 94. And tomorrow night will be clear, low 62 to 66. The outlook for Saturday, partly sunny, hot, more humid, high 92. And on Sunday, times of clouds and sunshine, hot and sticky with a high temperature of 91. Slight chance of a thunder shower late Sunday or Sunday night. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
The 2012 Chrysler 200 is the fastest growing sedan in its class, which is precisely why only a few remain at King City Chrysler Center. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Chrysler dealer in Mount Vernon. With 0% financing for up to 72 months or up to $3,500 in cash back rebate, we expect our remaining Chrysler 200s to move quickly. A top safety pick with best-in-class horsepower and fuel economy, as well as a touchscreen radio. You can get where you're going quickly and safely with a touch of luxury. See one of our sales associates today at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon, or see our selection at KingCityChrysler.com. Also, did you know King City Chrysler is also a rental car location? Whether you want to take a weekend drive or feel like a celebrity on vacation in a luxury ride, Hertz can help you get the job done. You can find them on location right here at King City Crisis Center, 1603 Broadway, Mount Vernon, and find us on Facebook.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Red Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuition, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Red Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary arts.
Hi, I'm Bria Ashley with Community First Bank. One of our commitments as Jefferson County's community bank is to educate the senior citizens we serve on ways they can help protect and manage their finances against the risk of identity theft. That's why we're pleased to invite you to a free presentation on identity theft prevention for senior citizens next Tuesday, August 28th from 6:30 to 7:30 at the Roland Lewis Building. Data lock will also be in hand from 5 to 6:30 for complimentary shredding of personal documents. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Dixwood, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX. The Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show starts now.
Glad to have you along for the ride here in Changnon Gymnasium. It's the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. Man, 25-9, 25-10. Lady Rams win in straight sets here against the Webber Lady Trojans. 1-0 on the season. Webber falls to 0-2 here tonight. We'll have the Heartland Accounting post-game stats. We'll also have the Red Lake College player of the game coming up a little bit later on here on the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac post-game here on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com. Chris Hugo joined alongside by Danny Czerwinski. Danny, Lady Rams did it the right way here, winning in straight sets. But not only that, I thought the serving, and you mentioned it as well, the serving improved immensely since last year.
Serving has improved. I think that's the most important thing is Lady Rams did serve a lot better tonight. Obviously, you know, it wouldn't have mattered here this evening. Mount Vernon was the better team. But when you get down the road in conference play, in a tournament, or in postseason especially, playing a team as good as you are, the team that serves the best and does what Mount Vernon did tonight usually wins these matches.
That is exactly right. And, of course, we need to take a quick break when we come back. We'll muster up some Heartland Accounting post-game stats. Get started right and let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. We'll take that break, come back, have plenty more. This is Lady Rams Volleyball presented by Community First Bank.
Just about everyone is trying to save money these days, especially when it comes to drugs and pharmaceutical products. Did you know the medicine shop can, and in many cases, offer better prices than the big discount stores?
People need to know that independent pharmacy, in almost every case, is able to offer the same or better pricing than the chains can offer.
Remember, your insurance price and copay is the same wherever you go. For cost savings and great service, try the medicine shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Startup businesses may come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
This is Joe David Cummins from Community First Bank. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back, Changnon Gym, your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. 25-9, 25-10. Lady Rams win this in straight sets over the visiting cross-county rival, the Webber Trojans. Danny C. is alongside. I'm Chris H. Avery B. is up in the rafters. Jesse C. is back at the Mount Vernon studios, and we do have some Heartland Accounting postgame stats, unofficial as they may be.
Very unofficial. As you look, Alexa Stewart had 2 digs, Molly Kester 2 aces, Aaliyah Palmer 4 aces, a block, 2 digs, and a kill. Kelby Kuyava 5 aces, a block, a dig, and a kill. Hannah Owens an ace and a kill, and then Taylor McGowan 2 blocks and 3 kills for the Mount Vernon Lady Rams.
There you have it. Those are your Heartland Accounting post-game stats. Of course, get started right. Let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Talk to Randy and the folks at Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. Not much left to do here. 25-9, 25-10, your final and clean sets here for Lady Rams. We'll come back. We'll have a Rend Lake College player of the match. Back to Changnon in a bit. This is Lady Rams Volleyball presented by Community First Bank.
Hi, I'm Bria Ashley with Community First Bank. One of our commitments as Jefferson County's community bank is to educate the senior citizens we serve on ways they can help protect and manage their finances against the risk of identity theft. That's why we're pleased to invite you to a free presentation on identity theft prevention for senior citizens next Tuesday, August 28th from 6:30 to 7:30 at the Roland Lewis Building. Data lock will also be in hand from 5 to 6:30 for complimentary shredding of personal documents. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
It's back and better than ever. Rend Lake College Golf Outlet Super Demo Day on Saturday, August 25th. Major manufacturers' representatives will be on hand to answer any questions about your favorite equipment, plus free balls and fittings. You can test the latest and greatest golf equipment in the industry from Callaway, Mizuno, Cobra, Bridgestone, Adams, and more. Enjoy free hot dogs and soft drinks at Super Demo Day only Saturday, August 25th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Rend Lake College Golf Outlet off of Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon. This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX. Time for the Rend Lake College Player of the Match.
And we welcome you back on mywithersradio.com with streaming video as well as WMIX AM. Glad to have you for the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside as we wrap it up with our Rend Lake College Player of the Match. And may not have seemed apparent, but I thought there was a player up front that did a fantastic job all night long, and I think we're in agreement that our player of the game is
Taylor McGowan. 2 blocks, 3 kills at least, unofficially speaking from our stats. It was a night that you see volleyball, see players that are active all over the floor, and she was, whether it was serving, whether it was digging, whether it was blocking, or getting a kill in. I mean, she was very active around that net, and her height played havoc with Webber Township here this evening.
There you go, 25-9, 25-10, your final in straight sets. Lady Rams are 1-0 to start the year. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night. 6:40 is your pregame for Mount Vernon Rams football against the defending state champion Rochester Rockets. 7 o'clock will be your kickoff here on WMIX with streaming video on mywithersradio.com. We're going to try to get this archive broadcast up pretty quickly. Hope to have that done sometime tomorrow as we get the video up on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, where we have most of last year's broadcast. We hope you'll check it out as we archive our broadcasts now here at WMIX. More sports improvements to come throughout the year. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. The Lady Rams got a win over Webber Township. Our next Lady Rams volleyball broadcast will come up for the Labor Day holiday. I believe we're on the road at Centralia, so we'll have that for you as well. Plenty to come here and what is just the beginning of our high school sports season here in the 2012-2013 school year. For Danny Czerwinski, for Avery Barton, for Jesse Clark, for everyone at Withers Broadcasting, thank you for taking the time to dial up Mount Vernon Lady Rams volleyball, where they win here tonight, 25-9, 25-10 over Webber Township. From the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square at Changnon Gym in Mount Vernon, I'm Chris Hugo. Good night.
Thank you for listening to Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX. Lady Rams Volleyball is powered by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Bank.